All right, you gotta hear this. In a world that's going all in on electric cars and fuel efficiency, one of the big automakers is hitting the brakes and doing a complete 180. They're actually bringing back a massive, gas-guzzling V8 monster truck. And the price tag? Whoa, it's absolutely staggering. So the big question is, why on earth would they do that? Okay, let's just rip the Band-Aid off right away. The starting price for this new truck is a jaw-dropping $102,590. I mean, that is some serious money for any vehicle, let alone a pickup.
So, what does all that cash get you? Well, for starters, it gets you this: 777 horsepower, all coming from a supercharged 6.2-liter Hellcat gas engine. You know, this isn't just a truck anymore. It's basically a supercar hiding in a pickup's body.
And all that incredible power? It means breathtaking speed. We are talking 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.5 seconds. The company's even calling it the fastest and most powerful production gas pickup truck in the world.
And the name of this absolute beast? It's the Ram 1500 TRX. Yeah, that's right. After getting canceled because the company was moving away from V8s, Stellantis is bringing it back for 2027. But you know, a vehicle this extreme, it's not really about the sales numbers.
See, in the car world, this is what's known as a halo vehicle. The whole idea is to build something so crazy, so cool, that it basically acts like a giant magnet for the brand. It's a weapon built for one main purpose: conquesting. And that's just a fancy word for stealing customers directly from your rivals. So now someone thinking about a Ford Raptor has to look at this thing. And hey, even if they don't buy the six-figure monster, they're already in a Ram showroom, maybe checking out the other trucks.
And the guy behind this whole decision is Ram CEO Tim Kuniskis. Get this, he was actually brought out of retirement about a year ago to lead a big turnaround, and you can just feel his excitement for the TRX. He really sees it as a key part of the brand's comeback.
And just think about that price jump for a second. The original TRX started at around $71,000 back in 2020. This new one? It's over $30,000 more expensive. So Stellantis isn't just bringing the truck back, they're pushing it way up market, making it this super exclusive, high-stakes product. Which, of course, brings us right back to the central mystery of this whole thing. With the entire auto industry pushing so hard towards an electric future, why would Stellantis decide to double down on a thirsty V8? Well, the answer, it turns out, lies in the company's recent struggles. So here's the crucial backstory. When Stellantis was formed back in 2021, it was the fourth biggest automaker in the US based on sales. Pretty good, right? But by 2024, it had slipped all the way down to number 6. And in this incredibly competitive market, that is a major slide.
To put that into perspective, analysts were expecting the company to finish 2025 with just 1.25 million sales in the US. That is a massive drop from the over 2 million vehicles it sold just a few years earlier in 2020.
So the bottom line is this: Stellantis was in trouble. Big trouble. Sales were falling off a cliff, their market share was disappearing, and whatever they were doing before clearly wasn't working. Something big, something dramatic had to be done.
And that's what led to this, the V8 turnaround plan. It's spearheaded by that same returning CEO, Tim Kuniskis, and it's a super bold strategy designed to inject some serious excitement and energy back into the company. And this quote, man, it just perfectly captures the mindset behind the whole plan. Now sure, weaker federal emissions rules definitely make it easier to sell big V8s, but Kuniskis made it crystal clear this wasn't just some lucky break. He said he was going to do it anyway, which just shows how much he believes in this high-performance strategy.
This plan involves a bunch of really aggressive moves. Stellantis is getting back into NASCAR racing, they're bringing back their famous Hemi V-8 engines, and, this is a big one, they're killing the all-electric Ram 1500 truck that they've been promising for a while. And the TRX? It's the shiny, roaring flagship of this entire V8-focused pivot.
But hold on, this high-octane strategy isn't just about the Ram brand. Nope, it's a company-wide thing. And another really critical piece of this puzzle is reviving the legendary Jeep brand, which, believe it or not, has also been struggling lately.
I mean, just look at this timeline. Jeep hit its peak sales in the US way back in 2018. Ever since then, it's been one year after another of declining sales. So this new Jeep reset plan is designed to finally break that losing streak.
So this reset has 3 key steps. First, adjust the prices to be more competitive. Second, simplify the product lineup, fewer models, more standard features. And then there's this fascinating third step, make Jeep more Jeep. It's all about getting back to that core, rugged identity that made the brand so famous in the first place.
So when you put all of this together, the TRX, the return to V8s, the Jeep reset, it becomes pretty clear Stellantis is making a massive, high-stakes gamble on a future that looks completely different from what its competitors are planning.
This table really lays out the whole battlefield for them. In a flat market, you can't just sit around and wait for new buyers to show up. If you want to grow, you have to conquest. You have to steal customers from your rivals, just like we were talking about. And the TRX is the tip of that spear. Sure, weaker emissions rules give them a little window of opportunity for these V8s, but make no mistake, this is a huge, contrarian bet that just flies in the face of the entire industry's march toward EVs.
And that really leaves us with the final $1 million, or in this case, $100,000 question. Is this a brilliant, defiant revival that taps into what a passionate group of buyers actually wants? Or is it a dangerous, short-sighted bet against an electric future that's probably inevitable? Only time is going to tell if this gamble pays off.